Welcome to Stool Stadium, where today it's time for some more table tennis in New York City. A few of today's players search for redemption, others winning streaks, and for some, their first ever win in this building. Who will prevail? It's time to find out. Live from Stool Stadium in New York City, welcome to another edition of Stool Streams, presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. She's Kate, I'm Jake Marsh. Thanks for taking some time on your Monday afternoon for some table tennis. And Kate, we have some great competitors coming inside the Triple S today.
Absolutely. Not only are they big-time gamblers, but they're big-time ramblers with a racket out there. It's going to be a hot one.
No doubt about it. Let's see who will be participating on the table this afternoon. We're going to start things off with the battle between professional athletes in Marty Mush against PFT commenter. And then we'll move on to Smitty versus Jeff D. Lowe. Jeff D. making the move from the booth down to the table, and we'll close things out with myself against Tubbs, a pair of Syracuse University grads going at it. Kate, out of those three matchups, which one sticks out to you the most?
Oh, particularly Marty Mush and PFT commenter, and I don't want to get ugly here, but I feel like especially recently with Marty Mush's professional baseball fame, I don't know if that's going to sting a little extra and be on PFT's mind. Remember, he tried out for a pro team last year, and it didn't quite work out. So I don't know if that's going to be a mental factor in all of this.
No doubt about it, a pro baseball player and a pro football player. But today they are playing table tennis. Let's dive into the rules for this Stool Streams presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. Kate, we're going to play best of 3 games to 21, win by 2, sucker serve. If you reach 20, you'll alternate serves. And remember, the most important crazy rule we have here inside the Triple S, a live ball. Whereas if the ball hits anything except the back wall, it's in play if it hits the other person's side.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, so definitely keep out for that. And, of course, serves must be legal. Toss it 6 inches into the air, etc. So should be fun between these two. So let's begin things with this battle of pro athletes. It's PFT commenter versus Marty Mush. We mentioned one of them is a football player, the other a baseball player. Kate, Marty Mush, he made his pro baseball debut over in New Jersey last week. What sticks out to you out of his game?
Out of his game here, I mean, he did very well on the baseball field, but it's not quite the same. I don't know if people know too much about sports, but this is a slightly different plan of attack. There's only one player on each side as opposed to many multiples with baseball. So I
love how you're calling a foul ball in a New Jersey Jackals game a great job. Very nice.
Yes, he really did a great job. Also, I hope that PFT's game is as spicy as his T-shirt today. Not to call too much attention away from Mush, but that is a fire spicy outfit he's got.
You see PFT commenter, and Kate, there is no height listed. I don't know if that was out of design to protect PFT out of some truthfulness of his height. I don't know. What do you think goes into that?
I don't know. It might be because he's wearing shoes that would alter that height in the first place. I think he's got at least 4 inches added to him. I'm going to say that makes him about 6'7" at this point. Yeah.
All right, Kate, before we get started, let's look at last time PFT played. Remember, he did sweep Smitty without any issues whatsoever. It was actually 21-8, 21-7. We'll see Smitty a little later on this afternoon. You take a look, Kate, PFT serve, the best in the office when it is on. That's the key.
Yes, delicate yet strong at the same time. Really throws you off a little bit there.
Yeah, Smitty had no answers whatsoever. The unique, tough spin is what makes Mr. Commenter serve so much hotter than everyone else's. It's just the consistency that can be the key, and you see the players warming up right now. It's time for match 1 between Marty Mush and PFT commenter. This is Stool Stream 6, presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. Remember, Kate, we had nearly 20,000 applicants in the Play Barstool app, and if you go a perfect 6 for 6, you will win that $500 progressive jackpot. And remember, Kate, If nobody wins, it rolls over, which we saw the last 3 broadcasts. We had one winner win $1,500 on Wednesday.
That's a lot of clamps. My goodness.
Indeed. So it is time. We're going to send it down the stream. It's Marty Mush versus PFT commenter. Best of 3 to 21. They will do PING to start things off.
Oh, we're not doing the.
No, we're going to do PING.
Okay.
I noticed PFT
Fine.
is
Marty doesn't
drinking
need Yug.
blue cheese straight out of a bottle over there to go with his shirt.
Always an interesting tactic from Mr. Commenter. So rounding for serve right now. And PFT a little wide. And Marty Mush, the heavy underdog in this matchup, will start things off. Remember, it's 5 serves each.
Marty was getting disrespected with those pulls. Because Marty's a pretty good player.
We'll see. All
right, away we go. Best of 3 to 21. Marty Mush to serve first.
Oh.
Some unique spin from Mush, and PFT causes the error. Kate, the public really favoring PFT commenter. 46% say PFT is going to win in 3 games. 43% say he's going to sweep. And only 11% say Marty's going to win outright.
Marty is built a little bit like the Scarecrow from Wizard of Oz. Oh, no. And I would think somebody more compact would have a better time in front of the board, such as PFT, but it's not going well so far for PFT.
Still a long way to go in this best of 3 match. PFT nicks the edge.
Oh,
I love Marty's
first error of the day. And Kate, we got the chance to check in with Marty Mush before today's match. He called PFT a, quote, schmo dog. Any idea what that could mean?
Oh, God, I don't want to say it on air, but it's
Go
definitely.
For it. Feel free.
Is it 1-4?
Ronkonkoma. Schmo dogs are one of the least respected. Least respected in the Ronkonkoma ping pong circuit.
It's 3-1 in favor of the Long Islander, Marty Mush. And PFT under into the net. Don't let the camera fool you. We'll get another look at this one. Kate, could have been a little tough for people to see, but that one did go under, and PFT is facing a 1-4 hole.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
Marty Mush's unique spin. And when we talked to PFT, who's trailing 1-4 early in this match, he called Marty Mush's technique a pimp slap.
Oh.
And we've seen that Marty Mush, that one's a little short, but wide. That one far from a slap. And Kate, let's take a look at today's keys to the match presented by High Nude Hard Seltzer. For PFT, what do you see as his keys?
As some of his keys, I would have to say that he's stay loose, stay lanky, keep the ball on the table. And he definitely is. Again, I've compared him to a Scarecrow, and he's got that spin going with it, though. I think his lankiness almost gives him a bit of extra spin on it.
And what about Marty Mush?
I'd say triple crown hang. Keep the ball on the table. I would say that. Nailing it. It's
2 serving 6, and PFT a service error. Marty Mush, it's a 2-7 lead. 59% of the field picking a PFT sweep. And we're going to get another look here, Kate. Look at this service error. PFT in a 3-7 hole, and he is not happy with himself.
Not at all.
No.
7-3.
7-3.
7-3. Mush. Everybody is picking PFT
Oh,
for
your
the
mother's
win.
ass wipe.
Mother's ass.
This is the second reference to a mother's ass.
Yep.
And we're early on in the game.
Marty Mush, the 26-year-old out of Ronkonkoma, as Kate said, right on Long Island. Way too strong right there. PFT starting to chip away. It's still 7-5 in favor of the Duke Rat.
Oh, my. It's a good thing this isn't a news show. This is a yes spin zone, it looks like. A lot of spin happening on the table right now.
I think it's better to
know
call it a pimp
what
slap.
PFT can bring to the table in terms of spin, but Marty's, quote, pimp slap, providing some oomph to the ball as well.
Oof.
That one wide.
If he powders his hand, that's when we'll know to really be concerned.
Just let them say it. I forget to all the time. What is it?
I think it's 8.
8 serving 6.
8-6, all right.
As we get another look here.
Spider. Referee telling everyone to stay calm.
Spider always doing a great job in the black and white stripes.
Thanks, Big T.
One more serve, but PFT, no favors done by the tape. That one an absolute rejection, and it is 6 serving 9.
That's a rookie mistake by
6 serving
PFT.
9.
What's
All right.
going on here?
Yeah, PFT far from a rookie in this building, though. You want to talk about rest versus rust. That's exactly what we have here. PFT, Kate, has played countless amount of matches. Marty Mush, this is his first competitive match since the pandemic began. But right now, total opposite going on. Another look here. PFT unraveling midway through game one.
Yeah,
It's
different
6 serving 11. Look at this service error.
It's a lot of fucks, fellas.
Oh. Oh, my God.
It's trash. I'm just trash.
If
All
his
right.
game were
6-12?
hot wings right now, they would be the 7-Eleven sitting there for several hours variety. Not great.
6 serving 11, and Marty Mush gets help from the tape. The
I won't
net
say
doing
sorry.
no
I won't
favors
say sorry.
for
6-12.
the DC product and Mr. Commenter being doubled up.
God.
Oh, but
That
some
feels
revenge
rough.
on the net there. That one sitting on top of the tape for what seems like an eternity, but
7-12.
PFT finally gets some help.
Advance the tape.
I
Whoa.
don't know how you hit that.
Nice forehand deep shot from PFT, and the service changes back to Marty Mush. It's 12 serving 8. Mush making his table tennis debut. He is 0-1 overall in this building. He lost on Jenga back on our debut on August 12th.
Pardon my net. It's not going well. Oh,
Another error from PFT. Kate, what has stuck out to you from why he's in such a hole right now?
again, there's something about the shirt that I think is maybe he thought it would be distracting, but I think the spiciness is actually affecting him more. It is something about it's just really throwing me off
Just
here.
shocking. Remember, just 12% of our field picked Marty Mush to win this thing. 4% took Mush to sweep.
A lot of ping pong left.
And just 8.85% took him to win in 3 games. But a lot of table tennis left, as Mr. Commenter just said.
Keep slapping that.
There's a Mush error. He
slapping.
gives the ball the finger, but he still has a 15-9 edge.
Keep slapping it.
That's the score.
Mush is getting cocky. It's 15-9. Mush.
More serve
Huge lead.
for Mush. PFT, another error, and he is not happy whatsoever. He slams the ball onto the monitor. But, Kate, let's rewind 2 points ago. Marty Mush actually made a rare error, and he gave the bird to this ping pong ball.
Wow, yeah. It's not the etiquette you want to see in a ping pong.
Let's see if this could be the start of a change of a run for Mr. Commenter. Trailing 9-16, the ball on his paddle for 5 serves. Oh, a near ace from PFT. Marty had to get down nearly to the turf to even get a paddle on it, and it's 10-16.
Mild wings with a mild swing, but could he be getting...
Oh, no, his third service error. What is going on with Mr. Commenter? Another look here, Kate. He's known for the best serve in the office. Right now, it's anything but that.
Right now, he's getting served, and it's sad to see.
3 service errors, and game 1 is not complete. Nearly smashes his paddle. Remember, he's already broken 1 in this room.
This is Jeff's battle. I can't break this one.
Wow. Now he's blaming his daintiness on the paddle. He doesn't want to break Jeff's paddle, but I think it's an excuse.
Another error from Mush. It's 11-17.
He's
PFT
leaving.
needing a run now or never.
Huge energy from PFT right there.
There's a big cross-court
Big
one
cross-court.
with mighty force, and it's 12-17. That one's long.
Uh-oh.
It's 17-13. Ball goes back to Mush's paddle. Can he hold on? Remember, PFT has not led today.
Some weird gambling tendencies starting to come out in Mush now.
Yeah, with
he's knocking on the door. He's tapping himself.
Oh, PFT nearly whiffs! What is going on down there? It's 18-13. Another look here, Kate. PFT not locked in whatsoever.
I thought he was starting to turn it around. He is just not taking the meat off the bone of this game. He's leaving a lot on the bone.
My shoulders hurt,
And
yeah.
he's talking about his own wing bones now. He's saying his own arms are hurting him.
It's 18-13. Long from Mr. Commenter once again. Marty Mush on the doorstep of a Game 1 win.
He's playing boneless right now. PFT is playing absolutely boneless.
Into the net for Mush. He still has 2 more serves. It's 19-14.
Oh, my
And we have game points. Sucker serve, 6 of them for Mush. 14 serving 20.
PFT is dunking himself in an L right now, and you hate to see it.
That's 1 game point saved.
Wow.
Remember, sucker serve all the way up to a potential 20-20 tie.
What is it, 15?
15 serving 20.
Wow.
Long from Mush again.
Could get interesting.
And Kate, remember
This
with
could get
sucker
interesting.
serve, you cannot lose on your first fault. You get one fault. There's the fault.
Oh.
So now a service error would end it.
Here we go. The tension's palpable.
Long from Mush again. It's 17-20. PFT has saved 3 in a row. But he's still got 3 more to go.
Back to sucker serve now, right, Spider?
Yes, you get 1 fault on each point. House rules of sucker serve. It's 18-20. Can PFT pull off the improbable?
That was amazing. Did you guys just see what Marty just did?
Unbelievable.
Just like casually?
We're going to get another look. PFT
Wow.
just hinted at it. Marty may be on a 4-point losing streak, Kate, but what he just did to give PFT the ball back
That's fucking intimidating.
was incredible. Here's another look.
Wow. Oh,
Jesus,
the over
Marty.
the back.
Yep.
My
A little
God.
razzle dazzle.
All right, 4 game points saved. Still 2 more to go for PFT.
Okay, here we go.
That's long, and Marty Mush
Wow.
pulls off the upset, 21-18. Oh my goodness!
Unreal. The champ is dethroned. The worst thing that can happen with a hot wing, you choke.
I don't think anybody saw that coming, Kate. That was incredible. A 21-18 win for Marty Mush. Here's another look at game point. PFT did his best to crawl back. He saved 4 game points, but in the end, another error of fitting ending to question number 2 on the Play Barstool app. A 21-18 win for Marty Mush.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh, you.
Just give me a second.
So remember, that's 39 points in game 1 on the Play Barstool app. If you pick the 36 to 40 range, which 21% of you did, you are in luck. But remember, Kate, we mentioned off the top how few people picked Marty Mush. Remember,
Right.
11% total picked him.
Yep.
And here's the thing.
Just
Only
collect my
4% took Mush
I had
to
one
sweep
thought. I
2-0.
had to collect
So if
it.
Mush can
It's
win
collected.
this one, PFT could let a lot of people down at
Yes.
I
No
don't put
pressure
it
to
that
you,
way. I
but
don't want to let my folks down.
whole lot of people. Thousands. Thousands and thousands of people.
21-18, Marty Mush out of nowhere in his first competitive game since the pandemic began. And he is 1 game away from a big-time upset. But as Mr. Commenter said, it's a best-of-3 match, so
Yes.
still a long way to go. Marty Mush will serve first as we begin game 2 of match 1.
Solid burp by PFT commenter to kick off the
Sure.
and
A
lot
he
of
went
burp.
outside, he took a break, he gathered himself. This could be a new wingman.
Game 2 underway. PFT's back against the wall, and he starts with a long error, looks at his paddle, being like, what did I do to betray you?
Right. Wow, Mush with the intense spin.
Into the net for Mush.
The Ronkonkoma twist.
2-0.
There we go. PFT cannot. He's getting tangled up in the net. Here we go.
That one wide for Mush. PFT on the board. 29%, excuse me, 58% picks PFT to sweep. So that's
Nice.
knocked out more than half the field as PFT makes another error. But remember, Kate, if you're eliminated, don't worry, because
1-4.
one person who goes 0 for 6 will win a $50 Barstool Sports store gift card.
Whoa! I thought that only happened with the Barstool social faux pas.
Oh. One
Happens
person
for
who goes
good
0 for
stuff,
6.
too.
So if you picked PFT to sweep, might as well root against your picks now to have a chance at winning.
Nice. Oh my God.
3-4.
Here we go.
Losing my ass wipe.
He's losing. Marty Mush has announced he's losing his
Lost.
ass wipe.
Ass
What do you
wipe
think a
lost.
comment like that means?
4s?
I think
Yeah.
losing your ass wipe is the swipe of the paddle, and I think he's getting soft on us. I think it's getting messy.
4-5.
You might want to say.
More than 20,000 began this journey in the Play Barstool app. 4,475 remain after a Marty Mush shocking upset in Game 1 of Match 1.
Will PFT be able to get some here?
Oh, some more help from the tape from Marty Mush. It
not
may be
that.
his day, Kate. Another look at this point from Mush.
I hate this net.
PFT not happy with the net right now, and here's a big reason why.
Wow. Calling out the net. He's saying it's the net's problem. He's saying Jeff Delo's paddle is a problem. He's saying the net is a problem. His arm is a
shoulder, too.
problem.
Let
Let.
from Mush, remember. Unlimited lets. Oh, Mush!
Watch out.
Wild move.
What was that? It went
Wild.
backwards and hit the dartboard behind him.
Lucky it wasn't the wall.
Let's see if
hitting the back.
PFT can use that as some momentum. Another look here, Kate. Where was that one going?
That was a very
It
Kramer-esque
looks like there was a
move
beat
that
that
happened
was
there.
just buzzing around your head.
Yeah,
Nearly
it
a
was,
bullseye. The only issue with that is we are not playing darts.
What's the score?
6 apiece.
It's true. Oh,
Way wide on the cross-court attempt from Marty Mush. Stares at his paddle.
I'm trying to
Not
do what
happy
I
with him.
think, If that makes any sense.
Is Marty Mush
I
looking
think
for
we're
his
both
first
like
victory?
we're both feeling each
in
other
this
out.
building.
This
Kind of like
spin.
pussies.
This spin, it's like you got to do almost math in your
I
head.
know.
commiserating on the spin.
Come on!
Ooh, my goodness, right there.
I don't know the math.
Balls in
Yeah.
Marty's
What's the score
court.
now?
Right now, the
It is
score.
8-6 PFT.
I don't think that's right.
No.
7 apiece.
Just
7
kidding.
apiece.
7-7.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh,
Thank God.
Short from Marty Mush. PFT takes the lead, which we have not seen a lot of today, Kate, as he never led in game 1, and right now he does have a 1-point edge.
All
right.
8-7.
Finally, a 1-point edge. Can he keep it going? That's the question.
Way long from Marty Mush, and could this be the
9-7.
run that we remember as PFT attempts a comeback?
I'm seeing a lot of energy out of PFT right now.
Some more help
This
from the
is-
tape for Mush. A long point going on. Longest of the day so far.
Oh!
But PFT
PFT.
into the net.
Good point.
It's exhausting.
Another look at Marty Mush's angle from this marathon of a point. By far the longest today. And look how locked in Mush is.
Oh my goodness. Quite the volley going on here. It's refreshing to finally see one out of these two.
9-8.
Big exhale from the Long Islander.
Oh,
That one had no chance. And remember,
fuck was that?
when PFT serves on, it is lethal. Marty
10-8.
Mush with a tough response there.
I'm starting to see more energy out of PFT that I had not seen before.
Another
That one's dancing on the
50-50 ball on the top of the net goes PFT's way. It's his
11-8.
largest lead of the match, 3 points.
Getting saucy.
That one long, PFT with a successful run of 5 serves. 8 serving 12.
Ooh, got another good volley. Strong. Oh,
That one long, PFT on a little bit of a run. Having a word with the High Noon Hard Seltzer sticker, the watermelon flavor. Not sure why you picked out watermelon
Right.
instead of pineapple,
thought
lime,
you
or
like the
peach.
pineapple.
Right.
Right. I
What's
thought
your
Brandon-
favorite flavor?
I'm a peach. Peach on ice. That's
Peach
my
on
way
ice.
to go.
Marty certainly doesn't like the watermelon as he trails 9-13. He did pick up game 1 if you're just joining us, and a 21-18 thriller.
Wow. Can PFT? Oh.
Another near whiff from PFT. Another look at this one. He was fortunate just to get a paddle on that.
Right. Oh, there
Stink.
it goes.
Stink.
He is more of a Peloton guy, so I'm not surprised his run didn't last very long.
Right.
Here we go.
Mush continue to close the gap. That one short. It's back to a 2-point game.
Could this be? They're lobbing it. Not a lot of spin right now. Oh, the net has
Into
taken out Marty Mush.
another error from Mush. Ball back on PFT's paddle with a 14-11 edge, trying to force a sudden death game 3.
Oh,
PFT another error.
14-12.
Sloppiness continues on both sides.
it is. We're gonna need a lot of wet wipes
Loser mother.
to erase the sloppiness of this game.
More
15-12.
words to the paddle from Marty Mush, who's down by 3 in game 2. That one way long. That one not even close. And PFT with a 4-point advantage.
16-12.
Oh man. Here we go.
Oh! I believe that took 2 doinks off the net. PFT giving it its worth.
Right.
Another look here. Remember, Kate, in game 1, PFT got no help from the net. Now it's sort of evening out.
I didn't know Mush was a Bears fan. Double doinking all over the table right now.
Indeed, it's 17-12. One more serve for Mr. Commenter, facing an 0-1 hole.
Huge intensity.
That one long from Marty Mush, but now he has the serve, down by 6.
He looks concentrated. PFT looks, oh, the lob was too much. The lob was too much.
Way too much gas from PFT. Mush needs a run.
Wings will do that. Oh, getting some good neck exercise in here. It's a solid volley.
Long rally into the net for PFT. Mush takes another one. It's 14-18.
Okay, here we go. They're both getting into the groove. Solid back and forth.
PFT goes for the winner. Mush returns. Another one, PFT. Mush
Oh, my goodness.
had as many answers as possible, but in the end, he kept feeding PFT sweet spot, and he eventually connected big time for a huge cross-court winner.
He certainly did.
Marty Mush
I'm
did all he
exhausted
could
too.
to play
We might have to take a
defense
high noon
there.
break. It's Young
It's
Smooters with the boys.
14-19 in game 2.
PFT is out of breath after that last round. Will that be a problem?
That
What is
one
that?
hits his fingers. Remember, the hand where you are touching the paddle does count, so you can hit your
my
finger
jingle
as long
finger.
as it's on that side if it goes over. 15-19. Mush into the net!
Why
An
I
easy
change?
slam opportunity.
Why would I change?
Misfires, and PFT has
That
5
was
game
the bitch
points.
slap, not the
Yeah.
pimp slap.
At this point, PFT is out of breath. Mush's shoelaces are coming out. They're a mess. PFT getting strong.
And that's it! PFT
Whoa!
commenter, a big-time rebound performance. 21-15, and we will play one more game. What a bounce back from Mr. Commenter after dropping game 1.
Indeed, it was. You could tell after the first game, he stepped out, he regrouped. He had a little bit of a rough start, but he pulled it together in the end with some absolute, I would say, dingers.
That will do it for 4% of our field, who took Marty Mush to pick up the upset in sweep performance. So if you pick 2-1, you're still alive. We have 29% who took PFT to win
we get any
2-1,
cut of any
and
of
Marty
this?
Mush
Feel like
with
we're
just
making a
9%.
lot of money
so
with all these
still
viewers
a lot
and the
on the
players.
line here,
Yeah.
Kate.
We're treating
And with
us like
PFT
the
having the
NCAA,
momentum
basically.
right now, how does he carry that over to our
We
third and
sign
final
things
game?
without
I
knowing.
think he
think my
knows
name and-
now
name and
that the
likeness.
strong hits at the end are what Mush cannot handle. Mush has the spin, but he's got the win with that hard hit. I think in the end, he's going to come through with that.
All right, it is time. 1 game to 21 for all the marbles. Remember, this regards question 1 on your Play Barstool app. First to 21, win by 2 with everything on the line.
Delicate start.
And a winner down the line for PFT. Mush can't believe it.
An absolute whiff by the Mush. He absolutely mushed it.
And remember, Kate,
1-0.
PFT does have the best record in this building. Last week, he completed the so-called Triple Crown inside the Triple S. He's won in table tennis. He's won in cornhole. He's won in Jenga. And when we got to talk to him before the match, there was a lot of talk on a potential hangover. You know, there's a Super Bowl hangover.
Right.
There was a talk of PFT's Triple Crown hangover. But he said, quote, the best way to avoid a hangover is to win another championship. And that's what he has on the line right here.
I agree. It's my policy for
That's what
drinking
we're
on
doing
Sunday
right now.
mornings. You keep it
Yeah,
going
get
all the
myself
way
out of the
through.
garbage.
Mush is in the garbage. He's absolute
Yeah,
trash
that's a big
right
statement.
Nothing
That's
wrong with
commitment,
that.
Marty,
He
getting
also
into the
mentioned
trash
that
can.
he's used to hangovers in terms of Mr. Commenter. He doesn't get hangovers, he gets results.
now. Oh,
Mush too strong there. PFT rolling in this final game. So we'll do that
Ooh.
one more time.
Broke my wrist.
Backhand slice, and it's love
You're a
5.
fucking
Kate,
twat,
let's look
mother
back a
rat
couple of
dog.
points ago. Mush, no answers right now, putting his foot in the trash can.
that's also another Sunday morning
Fire.
ritual that I do as well.
And what is the strategy behind that?
It gets the vomit in the correct area.
All right, love 5. Mush needs an answer.
They're both getting.
Oh, what a slam from PFT. He is locked in. And Kate,
You got
they
your
talk
balls
about
on,
no-hitter
huh? What happened?
jinxes.
I'm mad
They
now.
talk about perfect game jinxes.
Nobody gets in the trash.
We would not be doing our job
my
as you
move.
see
No one
PFT
stands on
another
top of my
slam
tweets.
here. to bring up the skunk. 11-0 game.
Wow. We're getting awfully close. I can smell it.
There's the jinx. PFT misses it on cue, and Marty is on the board.
I mean, that was disrespectful. Yeah,
very
it's all right.
disrespectful.
I can say I feel a new confidence.
What are you
in
doing, you
PFT.
smack?
Marty Mush is falling apart.
He called PFT a schmo dog earlier, just called his paddle a schmuck, and it's 1-7.
Wait, which one? The difference between like a schmuck and a schlemiel?
Here's another look, Kate, of the schmuck call to the paddle.
A schmuck will come to dinner and fuck your wife, or schlemiel is a guy who fucks you with. I don't know how that goes.
I looked at the light. I'm fucked.
Is it something about the Long Island where they have every quote-unquote insult starting with the schmuck sound?
I think it is. I certainly think so.
Wide from PFT. Marty starting to crawl back, but
Dots.
still a big-time hole.
7-2.
You got the eye floaters?
2-7. One more serve for Mush.
I feel like PFT is just toying with him now. I feel like he got his groove back. He got his hard swing back. He found Mush's weakness.
Trying.
Certainly locked in as the
8-2.
ball is back on PFT's paddle. 8-2.
Oh!
That nicked. It nicked.
What a
and
shot.
Mush could certainly need that, Kate. If he pulls off the comeback, we'll remember that point as a starting point.
Danced off the edge.
8-3.
Here's one more look at this big time.
Just kidding. Carry on.
Oh, that one's just long. You can't repeat it. Trying to press his luck there, but it didn't work out. Another look at the point prior where Mush nicked the end of the table.
All right, 9-3.
Let's see. Did it? Oh, big.
It did. It caught that
Barely
bottom right
That's
corner.
eyelash.
My
Oh, yeah.
goodness.
9 serving
Butterfly
3.
kiss.
I think that hit the net, right?
Yeah.
That serve?
Yep. Huge lunges by Mush.
That one long and wide from PFT. It's 9-4.
I've heard that before.
And when we talked to Mush,
No, I
Kate,
haven't, never.
he knew he
Never.
was a heavy underdog coming into this match. So he said what he would try to do is get in PFT's head. Right now that's not working as you see another cross-court winner. But he said he would ask PFT about random things. For example, Mush gave me the idea that he would ask him, has he ever seen a sheep in the rain?
Wow.
And just get his brain churning.
That'd be a messy ass sheep. I have seen sheep in the rain one time, actually.
Did
Yeah.
it freeze?
I saw it standing underneath a horse.
Yeah,
It
they
was
don't
using the horse as a roof.
Because if you put wool in the dryer, they shrink.
They
If
shrink
move,
up.
They'll shrink. Yeah.
Right.
Don't get him started on ocean walls. That'd
Ocean
be
walls. I
terrible.
don't want to go down that.
Yeah,
that line of
that's
thinking.
a
What's the score?
slippery slope.
It's
many
10
would say.
serving 4. One more serve for
10-4.
Mr. Commenter.
It's also been brought to our attention that for somebody saying he's got a real pimp hit, Marty Mush has absolutely no backhand.
Not showing it right now in a
No.
4-11 deficit. PFT gets one, and with Mush serving right now, this could be a pivotal point to try to chip away.
Oh my goodness, Mush is falling apart out there. He needs to slow down, get it together, find a backhand. Nice.
That
spin.
finger stays alive.
Got a
There's solid rally into the net for Mush,
Bro,
and
that
it's
hit
5-13.
My thumb
Yeah.
and this around.
I tell you what, like it's not just the crazy spin that comes off Marty's hits, but like also like after he hits it, he does this like little flare, like a twirl. It's very distracting.
Shit bags.
Way long from
Wow.
PFT. Mush trying to start something to chip away, trailing by 7.
Big
There's the
lunges by
pimp
Mush.
slap working out, but the ball goes back to PFT. It is 13 serving 7. Remember, 29% picked PFT to win 2-1. Just 9% picked Mush to win 2-1. As we've seen more than 60% of the field eliminated early on in this contest. And the play Barstool lap. A near ace.
Wow.
Mush returns it, but too long on the other
Quick
end.
feet.
PFT is rolling.
Amazing lunge by Mush there. Great range of motion, but will it save him in the end?
15-7,
bitch.
way wide from PFT. And back to that play Barstool app. Remember, Kate, we have another contest coming on Wednesday. It's Jenga. Go download the app for some 3 great matches coming up later this week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Nearly an ace once again. Mush running out of time. A double up right now. It's 16-8. Way long. No answer for the serve. Marty needs a run.
He's sweating. See the sweat coming through in his back. You can't see that in a chicken wing
I'm
shirt.
exhausted.
He is
The bitch
white.
slap is exhausted.
Down by double
You
figures.
put so much effort into each one of those. It's like you're in a boxing match right now. Whoa! What the fuck was that, Marty?
Pretty sick.
That's
What a serve from Marty Mush. It works.
Harlem
Unfortunately for
Globetrotter
him,
shit.
Kate, there may be style points, but it's only 1 point on the scoreboard. Here's a look.
Here we go.
He put his left arm over it.
Right.
Electric serve.
It worked
Yeah, it did.
for now. Still down by 9.
He did it again.
But that
just
time,
lost too much
PFT
Right.
was ready for it.
You can't
And he's
recapture
2
the
points
magic.
away
though.
from a title.
Think
It's
about
like-
where I'm going.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is match point. Or no, excuse me, that was Mush's point.
Mush point.
So what is it?
It is 19-10.
1910. All right.
One more serve for PFT regardless of what
Wait.
happens here.
Whoa.
What?
Alright.
You good?
Marty's throwing him off.
Okay.
Marty
doing
had a
some,
thought
just
and
make
then
sure you're good.
canceled it.
Into the
Oh,
net
a
for PFT.
simple
So
volley.
ball goes back to Mush. It's 11-19.
Wait. How does that work? I should have served that one then. Right? That was still Marty's serve because Marty was doing like the underhand shit on
You
his
know what?
service.
I'll get one more and you go.
That sounds fair.
Okay.
Marty gets one more, then I'll go.
A little bit of teamwork. Leading into a solid volley by the two of them. Oh.
That one short from PFT. It's 19-12. Is it Marty's serve right now?
No, now it's 20 and then it was his. Now
Because
it's mine.
Marty was serving like that. He was doing those
Yeah.
things. And then I grabbed it.
19-10 I was supposed to serve.
Yeah, I took one of his serves. So I gave it to him back.
Yeah, bad math on
We can check up in the booth if they want to.
I'm going to say whatever you guys feel because I'm not a
So
professional.
it's 20-12 right now, my serve.
That's what I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting official word from our official spider who's talking to our
Or
booth
should
right
we,
now.
do we go
It is
back?
Marty's serve. All right, so
Okay.
thank you for the
Okay.
clarification. In the booth over in Manhattan, even though we are in Manhattan.
Starting off strong, perhaps a little too strong.
Little long there from PFT. Still 7 more match points. And that's it. PFT commenter drops game 1, but comes back and takes game 3, 21-13. And congratulations to the 29% of you, more than 6,000, who took PFT 2-1. Another look at that final match point, Kate. What a finish. All right, we're going to send it down the stream with the third member of our crew, an official spider who is down alongside our loser in Marty Mush.
Thanks so much, Jake. Marty, you looked really good after game 1. What seemed to go wrong thereafter?
You see a sweat spider?
You're glistening.
I'm sweating out of my kneecaps, my calves. The bitch slap is too much effort. I can't be doing it. I got to figure out something else, and you also figure out my spin, so I'm upset.
Still winless in this arena. What does that mean?
What's wrong with you?
I mean, you won one game, but not the match.
I'm gonna get
Still a lot of work to do.
I'm going after the top. There's 2 people I know I got to work with. I could beat everybody else.
All right. Well, good luck. We're looking forward to see you back in here. And PFT,
Yeah, spider.
a great.
All right, Kate, so we just heard from Marty Mush right there. He was definitely in high spirits, as much as you could be after blowing a 1 over the end.
I think surprisingly out of shape for a pro athlete.
And
Baseball player.
now joined alongside PFT, the winner of today's match. How did it feel, and what went wrong in game 1?
It felt great. After game 1, I had to get my footing underneath me. You know, Marty with his bitch slap, the pimp slap, whatever you want to call it. It's tough. It's a tough shot to get accustomed to and learn how to counter. I feel like I was able to make some adjustments game 2 and didn't really look back after that. But respect to Marty. He's a great competitor. No respect to Hank Lockwood, who's still in the truck and still won't face me like a man, even though I called him out last week on Stool streams. That's right, bitch. I got the Triple Crown. You got this. You got nothing. You got rock. You got shit. And more often than not, I think that you're too afraid to step into the studio. That's why you gave yourself the job of being in the truck. Come face me in the Stool Stream Stadium, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Bye.
Wow. Wow, so there you have it. My follow-up was any call-outs for PFT, and it sounds like he really wants to see Hank Lockwood in this one. So make sure you're tuned.
I think Hank does a great job on Part of My Take as a producer, though. But fuck you, bitch.
My goodness.
You heard it here, Jake. Back to you.
My goodness.
Wow.
He went from the first game mild wing, spicy, ended out atomic with some hot spice for Hank Lockwood.
And Kate, that's the second straight broadcast we've seen PFT call out our producer Hank in the truck. After a victory, PFT remains undefeated in this room.
It's true, and I see no signs of Hank. So, my goodness.
None whatsoever. Let's go back to this three-game thriller. It started off really, really shaky for PFT, but
Right.
eventually he got locked in, and Marty Mush had no answer for that serve.
Again, Marty Mush had the one move, though, too, the bitch slap and the underarm, I would call it the underarm razzler, but it didn't do too much in the end.
And aside from PFT's serve, what do you think was the biggest key for him eventually getting a grasp of Marty and pulling away in the end?
I would say it was confidence. I think he started out for some reason missing it a little bit, but once he figured out that his power hits could get past Mush, he just took off like a rocket.
And he tried to get crafty with that serve, but it was a little, too late for the man from Long Island. And we are going to pause for a few seconds with a little preview of something coming up next. We have more table tennis coming here on Stool Streams presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer.
Everyone's favorite fantasy football podcast is back. We're keeping the things you love,
Fuck it, dude, get fired. Dude, say fuck it, hold on.
but adding so much more. Barstool hired a huge football personality this fall, and the factory will be taking full advantage.
Hey guys.
And along with the new co-host, we'll be introducing an all-new competition committee.
What's up, my G?
Bigger punishments. Deeper insight.
Back in Georgia, his old stomping grounds, his old fucking grounds.
Off-the-wall drafts every week.
With the 3rd overall pick, I select Karen Pence.
This isn't your mother's fantasy football podcast. It's the Fantasy Football Factory.
All right, Kate, it is back. The Fantasy Football Factory is here for the 2020 season. How excited are you?
I cannot wait. I've heard them brainstorming, and some of the ideas they're coming up with almost make me want to care about sports.
So Hank, our producer here, will be a part of that as well. In addition to Roan, you saw Nick involved as well. But let's shift our focus back here inside the Triple S. It's time for match 2 for Stool Streams presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. We've got Jeff D-Low taking on Smitty. Jeff D-Low making his competitive debut in this room, and Smitty looking for his first win. But let's start with Jeff D-Low, Kate. We've seen him make plenty of appearances here in the booth, usually where you're sitting, but it's a whole different ball game down there.
Yes, and it's also very strange to see him in something other than all beige. So look out. He's got a little spice of his own today.
He does have the khaki shorts and the gold outline on the Vegas Golden Knights long sleeve shirt. We'll have to get a Pantone check on that one. So that's Jeff D-Low, and we shift over to Smitty. Smitty is 0-3 in this room. We lost in table tennis to PFT a couple of weeks ago. No luck on the Jenga side either.
No, and I say this as a friend and as someone from the area. A little bit of a temper, a little bit of a scumbag vibe that comes through that I think sometimes might throw him off a little bit. Said with love.
All right, we mentioned that loss to PFT a couple of weeks ago. Here are some of Smitty's highlights, or what you could say lowlights. Smitty had no answer for PFT's serve. He's got to make some sort of adjustment today.
Yes, he certainly does. Hopefully cooler heads prevail.
He lost 21-8, 21-7 in that match. But now it's time for a fresh slate. It's Jeff D-Low versus Smitty. Let's send it down the stream to begin match 2 of our Stool Streams broadcast presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer. PING to start things off, gentlemen.
A high lob.
I don't know
from
what
Smitty.
that was.
Oh!
Okay.
That's an unwritten rule, Kate. In PING, you usually don't slam it too hard. Smitty is not messing around, and he will serve first.
Are my eyebrows still on after that hit? I feel like he took the hair right off my face. The speed.
Kate, another look at the PING there. The hardest hit one by far in history.
My goodness.
Okay. All right. Okay.
If that doesn't start with some tension, I don't know what will. Here we go. Love, love.
There's going to be some skid marks on those balls, and I don't say that very often.
It's long from Smitty. Jeff D-Low is now going to be locked in after that ridiculous move by Smitty. Let's see if he can back that up. It's love 1.
Ooh.
Too strong from Jeff D. We're even at 1 apiece.
Ooh.
Remember, Smitty 0-3 in this room overall. Jeff making his debut.
Oh.
Into the net
Move.
for Jeff.
Move.
Once again, Smitty takes the lead.
Now, Smitty is wearing small, light shoes, but somehow it still looks like he's got concrete on his feet. I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe he'll limber up as the game rolls on.
Focus on the broadcast. Focus
We're
on the
even
game.
at 2 apiece.
I'm not wearing white shoes.
Light.
Focus on the game.
Light.
Smitty, a straight sets loss to PFT a couple of weeks ago. Of course, we mentioned that Jeff is making his competitive debut. And Kate, how about your keys to the match presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer for this match between Jeff D-Low and Smitty?
Well, Smitty, you got to move your feet. Again, it's like you got concrete blocks on them. They look light. The shoes look smooth, but looks like you got heavy feet. Get the monkey off your back, pal.
And what about Jeff?
I would say control the size. Don't let the booth get to you, you stupid beige man.
Back on that point, Jeff made it clear. Of course, we mentioned he's been in this booth. He knows what it's like for the booth to get in your head, but now he's on the other side of things, so we'll see how that plays with facts.
Right. Yeah. Oh, how the turns have tabled.
3-5. 3-5.
Serving 5. Jeff D-Low playing with a paddle that doesn't have much padding to it. You can hear the kerplunks to the ball and the paddle whenever they make contact.
4-5.
Are we sure he's using a regulation paddle?
I don't know.
It's making quite a weird,
Move your
clunky,
fucking
hollowed
feet.
out sound.
Well, it
6-4,
doesn't work
6-4,
there.
6-4,
Smitty
6-4.
takes the ball back with a 6-4 edge.
Shorts are going to fall down.
Staring down our official spider.
Wow.
Not sure the reason why. There's a backhand too strong from Smitty. And Jeff a chance to knot things up here. Another stare down at Spider.
It's creepy.
Okay. Intimidating the ref.
And we're tied up,
All right,
6
all right.
apiece.
You're scaring people. You're fucking.
Smitty coming off that straight sets loss to PFT. When he found out he'd be playing Jeff right now as he's too long there, he said it's actually the best thing he can do is find a lesser worthy opponent in Jeff D-Low because he's more of his skill in life overall.
Wow.
Into the net for Smitty once again. Jeff has a 2-point lead.
Okay. All right. Just
Now, I
clear my
believe
sinuses.
Jeff D-Low's main sports move is the button hook in football. I wonder if that'll come through somehow in.
You're an asshole. I'm an asshole.
Tried going cross
An
court
ass.
there. Jeff takes the ball back on his paddle, leading 8-7. Remember, this is best of 3 to 21.
Ooh.
No help from the tape there. That one boinks
You
off the
grab
top
it.
of the tape. But Jeff
He's not our ball boy.
takes a 9-7 lead.
It's like a bit. Let's go. Come on.
You know, it's hard to focus on the game when you're distracted by something like a spider. I'll say that
Yes.
might actually backfire against him in the end.
Another error for Jeff. And by the way, Kate, remember,
9-8.
questions 3 and 4 on the Play Barstool app are involved here. More than 20,000 entrants. The most popular pick was Smitty to win 2-1 as he gets
Okay.
help from the tape there.
Now it's even.
37% of the field took Smitty 2-1. Another look here
Nines.
on this point, and 28% took Jeff 2-1. How about this redemption from the top of the net?
Wow. It looks like it climbed right over it.
Even at 9, I'm rounding out those numbers, by the way, on the Play Barstool app. 18% took a Jeff sweep, 16% took a Smitty sweep. That one way long for
Wow.
Jeff.
Now, what happens
just
if
hate
the
being
ball
bad at
bounces off his haircut?
What are you doing?
Well,
What are you
remember,
doing?
anything
Come on.
but the
Come
back
on.
wall is with the live
What's the
ball
score?
rule in play.
Spider.
And Smitty did
Count
say that
9-10.
Jeff
9 serving
gets
10.
haircuts
Why are you looking at
roughly
Spider?
every week, which
He's
he
supposed to know
thought
the score.
was
No,
absurd.
he's not.
It is Jeff
He's the
9,
fucking
Smitty
ref.
10. As we have some issues, they're having issues at least
that-
with our official Spider, who's doing a great job. Spider is the official, not the scorekeeper, as our competitors are putting some
What's the
unnecessary
difference?
responsibilities on
attention to
top
the booth. Come on.
of our zebra.
What's the score? It's not.
Is
You're up
count.
11-9.
9 serving 11.
No, 11
No,
serving
you're up
9.
11 serving 9, excuse me.
He is weaving a very tangled web with Spider down there right now. Smitty is, and I don't approve of it.
11 serving 10. Smitty trying to avoid a potential 0-4 record in this room.
Yikes.
11s.
We're
happy with
even
that.
at 11. Jeff tries to go cross table, doesn't work out.
12-11 Smitty.
12
Close game.
We just heard Smitty chirp Jeff about his weekly haircuts. Jeff actually said of Smitty's game that his points typically lack excitement and drama. They're usually short, and it appears low effort and feels low effort too.
Yes. Great in a guy. Low effort, low drama.
Yep.
But could be more exciting.
And that was a error from Jeff on the serve. That we'll have to look again at.
That's called getting
that one
cute.
not even close to hitting the other side of the table.
It's called getting cute.
Oh my goodness.
Yikes.
Boy, would I be embarrassed if that was me.
It took 3 bounces before it even came close to the net.
Right. A try bounce, no net.
12 serving 14. Long from Jeff. He is getting more visibly frustrated.
Easy start by these two gentlemen. Getting a little harder.
The longer rallies we've seen in this match. Still going, but Jeff another error. Smitty has a 4-point lead.
I don't think Smitty's taken more than 2 steps this whole game so far.
Oh, remember,
Somehow
Jeff
still-
knew he wouldn't get a lot of that, but he is getting some help from the top of the net, and Smitty as he flexes with that right side. 12-17, and look at this near assault kick.
I'll be honest with you. I would like to call HR on that one. That was a very rough move. Oh my goodness, he could have taken his
Smitty unfazed though.
extremely hairy arm off.
And it's 12-17.
It's wildwood arm, Kate.
Oh my goodness.
Smitty getting too aggressive there.
Right.
Should be 13-17.
17 serving 13. Smitty has 5 serves ahead of him as he continues to stare down our official Spider. Still waiting on the reason why that could be. We'll probably find out in our post-game interview. But back to the table, Smitty inching closer and closer.
Now, I've been told he's also been having a lot of
I'm
trouble.
waiting on you to give me permission to go. Thank you.
Right.
And Spider's not here to chaperone our competitors.
14.
He's only going to stop play
8-4.
when it's not ready to play. He doesn't need to give them the green light after every point.
Right.
All right, hang on.
Hopefully Smitty doesn't get this confused with game time because he will lose if that's the case.
This is like...
I don't know what he's doing here. It's really ruining the momentum of this match. But he does
Right.
have an 18-15 lead.
I mean, whatever. That's okay. That's what you do. It's fine.
The old Smitty smirk.
Jeff, it's working out for him right now. Smitty playing mind games, and the lead is now down to 2.
8-6.
8-6.
Maybe he bonked something loose when he hit that pole at his wedding.
Oh,
God,
way
stop.
too long from Jeff.
Just hit it
He
back.
can't believe it. He was starting to sniff some momentum, and now it's 16-19, but he does have the serve again. That one long, 17-19. That one long again, and Smitty has 3 game points.
My goodness.
Sucker serve, game 1.
Gentle hits.
Long from Smitty, that's 1 game point saved.
There's a Smitty paddle flip. He's unable to stop doing it. Dainty hits. Can Jeff D'Lo keep his cool? Or will it unravel in the end?
Smitty into the net once again. It's 19-20. Can Jeff hold off one more time? Oh, Smitty, no, another one into the net. We're even at 20. Jeff saves 3 game points, and we will now alternate every point on serve. No more sucker serve in play.
like daggers.
Unreal.
were
Jeff
going to
D'Lo
my
is
eye.
getting fired up, which is the equivalent of putting slightly crunchy peanut butter on some bland white bread. It's getting very spicy.
20 apiece.
Oh, my
Smitty
goodness.
ends the
That was a good
run.
shot.
Remember,
That was a
now
good
it's Jeff's serve, one serve at a time. 20-21, win by 2.
Is it sucker, sir? It's not.
No sucker serve. A fault means game.
Well, a square head and a round paddle come through for Smitty in the end.
21 apiece as the ball is back on Smitty's side.
Here we go.
Jeff, a nice
Volley
forehand,
study
but he
it
can't
on
return
net.
it with another one into the net.
My goodness. 22-21, Smitty.
Can Smitty break here for the game? Yes, he
Oh.
does. Jeff holds off 3 game points, but in the
My
end,
goodness.
Smitty holds on for a 23-21 victory. Jeff tried to play spoiler to that comeback.
It's not
He
over.
fell
He's shaking
just
my hand
short.
for it.
And now we have more mind games from
Go ahead, your
Smitty.
side.
During COVID times, trying to touch
Keep
the
being a
hand
fucking
of
weirdo.
Jeff D'Lo.
Remember, Kate, it's best of 3.
guy's a
Smitty
weirdo.
offering his condolences to Jeff after a game victory.
Right?
It's called sportsmanship.
That was the end of
I
game
gotta
1
make
right
sure
there.
I
Smitty,
feel like
a
my
nice
shorts are going to
fist
fall
pump.
down. I'm going to tie my shorts.
Jeff D'Lo's khaki shorts are having a bit of trouble right now.
Now, Kate, the mind games of Smitty, what goes into that? How does Jeff deflect it?
What goes into the mind games of Smitty? It's more of a density that you really can't penetrate. It's not exactly well thought out. It's more of a, oh, what is this thing? And I think people get frustrated with it. So it's
Okay.
it's like when Homer Simpson can really take a beating. Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. It is Smitty serve. The winner serves. First to 21, win by 2. Smitty won 23-21 in game 2. I don't know what that was. Jeff says, no, sir.
Oh, I didn't get the point for that? He's being an asshole. I should get the point for that, right? I mean, I'm not arguing. I'm just curious. Like, is that
0 serving 0.
Oh my God! You got to be an asshole. You got to be an asshole for free.
Yep. Remember, Kate, the ball must be tossed 6 inches into the air,
Okay.
and that was way short of it, so that's a warning. It'll be a point
0
penalty
serving.
next
There
time.
better be karma.
0 serving 0.
I know 6 inches when I see it, and that certainly was not.
Okay.
Yes. 0-1.
Little energy coming out of Jeff D'Lo. Oh my goodness.
And Kate, by the way, that first point did count. The next time it will be a point penalty.
So is it 3?
That was was yes. One serving. It's 1 serving 2. 2 serving 1.
2-1.
Wait, I won all 3 points.
2 serving
Yeah.
1.
I won all 3 points.
No, 2 serving 1.
No, I won all 3 points.
No, 2 serving 1.
Yeah. I mean, just how about we just play ping pong? Like, don't be an asshole. Just like serve it normal. Like, what is this? Don't be an ass. Just like this wouldn't have. This is you. This is you. They're working their ass off back there, and they're dealing with you smashing it in the mid. Like,
if we could get some tea and popcorn up here,
All right,
I
Kate.
would appreciate
Kate,
it very much.
Let's unravel everything. We're going to get another look. We're going to start
Like,
from scratch.
have some
Right now, the
integrity.
call on the table is 3-0 in favor of Jeff D'Lo, which we believe, but we have our great replay crew. We're going to confirm that.
Say, you're
We
trying
had
hard.
the illegal
You're
serve
doing a
against
good job.
Smitty. He
You're
lost
doing a good
that
job,
point there.
Jeff.
That we know. Spider had to intervene because Smitty was not being a good sport, and now Smitty with the illegal serve. Here's the other point,
Filthy McNasty.
and there's another Smitty error. Okay, so it is 3-love in favor of Jeff D'Lo.
I had more
This
fun
is
getting
game
beat by
2
PFT by 20
of this
points.
match.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Sorry
about
for the
fun. This
confusion,
is-
folks, but we
Look
are
at this.
all
This is battle.
squared away.
Table
It is
tennis.
love 3.
You think this is fun in China?
My goodness.
Well,
we
no,
got
it's
a
competitive.
Oh, help from Jeff from the tape. And Kate, could that be a little bit of karma after Smitty's poor sportsmanship?
I do think it could be. He's got more condensation on him than a can of High
Fuck,
Noon
that
right
was
now.
just-
I
that's-
think he's
that's
starting to
being too
feel it.
amped up.
Smitty does
Seeing the beads of sweat.
Thank you.
get on the board. It's 4-1.
Spread rumors.
Okay, dainty hits. Getting heavier.
Another long rally.
Move!
Jeff is long.
Why do you do that?
And his 4-0 lead is now cut in half. Too much on it for Smitty. By the way, kid, on the Play Barstool app, go download it, make your picks for Wednesday's Jenga broadcast. We started with 20,000 roughly. We're down to 1,901 for that $500 progressive jackpot.
5-4.
Also, we may have to take a break soon. No free ads, but there should be a U-Haul truck coming soon to deliver the furniture where Smitty will be living rent-free in Jeff D'Lo's head the rest of the game.
Wow.
Looks like he's really getting to him.
6-3.
Remember questions 3 and 4 on the Play Barstool app. Question
7-3.
3 involving the series score of this match. Question 4, we'll get to that a little bit more later on. It'll be the margin of victory in this game, game 2. The most popular pick was 3-6 with nearly 60%.
Move your feet.
7-6.
It's 7-4.
Okay. Little banter between. Oh, spicy meatball from Jeff D'Lo.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you're just being an ass. 8-4. 8-4. 4
Randy
8.
Moss.
4 serving 8.
Okay. Good volley. Good volley between the gentlemen.
That's from Jeff.
Oh, my goodness.
And it is 5 serving 8.
Classic paddle flip from Smitty. Oh.
Too much on it. Another flip, but it doesn't help out. It's
No.
5-9. One more serve for Smitty. Jeff trying to force a game 3. An opportunity for a slam. He passes it up, and Smitty with the huge error. He had the entire table to work with, Kate, but hits it right into the net, and Jeff has doubled up Smitty. Look what happens here. You can see Smitty's eyes open with an opportunity, but he misses.
Unreal. We're going to need some new sheets in here. Smitty shit the bed.
Oy.
Right.
10 serving 5. Jeff getting a little more loose.
A lot of fancy footwork.
It nicks the edge of the table. Jeff getting more and more momentum with the fist pump on the left side. It's 11-5.
Again, a lot of footwork you'll see by Jeff D'Lo.
Too strong for Jeff. He wanted the run to continue. Smitty says not so fast, my friend. It's 11-6. Backspin on it, and Smitty wasn't ready. You could tell right away. Jeff sliced it back, and the moment Smitty was not ready for it, you knew that was not getting to the other side.
Absolutely.
Another double up for Jeff D. That one long.
13-6.
He looks calm, but it appears he's falling apart inside.
Nah, don't.
Too much from Jeff. And Kate, every time Jeff seems to go on a run, he makes an error to give Smitty a little momentum back, right?
He certainly does. He's tripping all over himself.
Smitty has 5 serves ahead of him, trailing by 6.
Oh, the net. Once
nice
again.
Long shot from Jeff.
4-7.
It's 1 touchdown to 2 touchdowns.
Jesus,
7-14.
Spider.
Way long from Smitty. And once again, I don't know what this beef is between Smitty and Spider, but it continues here in game 2.
Yelling at the
He's
ref.
dribbling the basketball on the sidelines.
Bail down. Play the damn game.
Wow.
7 serving 15. Another long one. Jeff can sense a game 2 victory. Remember, question 4 on your app is what's at stake here.
Oh.
Jeff into the net. 8-16. One more serve for Smitty.
Right. Unreal.
That one not even close. It hits our high noon hard seltzer cooler on that back left corner. Jeff has
Lucky
to
ball.
fetch it out.
It's a delicious beverage.
Yes, lucky ball.
Remember, 100 calories, gluten-free, and no added sugar.
What is it?
I'm not allowed to say
17-8.
Okay. You're not.
I'm not allowed to say the score.
Smitty realizing he's got to stop saying the score because you never know what the facts are coming out of his mouth.
Right, fake news.
Another long rally here. Jeff looking for the exclamation point, but it's into the net.
Smitty stayed calm.
17-9. We saw our first match go the distance. PFT over Mush in 3 games. Will Jeff make it another 3-set thriller? He's up by 8. Make it 7. Smitty in double figures, 17-10. Another one for Smitty, 17-11.
My goodness, this could turn quick.
Some help from the net, 2 bounces. It's 17-12. Smitty inching closer and closer. One more serve for Jeff.
Dainty hits. Will things get more difficult? Here we go, speeding up.
A big time point for Jeff to end the run. He can exhale for a little bit. Ball back on Smitty's paddle, trailing by a half a dozen.
Oh, I just served?
8-2. Tori's
Okay, that's
12
me.
serving 18.
Mentally frazzled. Oh, close
serve
to the
there.
net there.
Jeff's forehand works. Smitty long.
Wow.
It's 12-19. Eight game points for Jeff D'Lo. Sucker serve, 12-20.
This could be it.
Let's play one more. Jeff D'Lo
Wow.
shows the exclamation point.
Unbelievable.
With the cross-court winner, nicks the net, but he'll take it 21-12, and we will go to a sudden death game 3.
I have to step out, but I have to tell you, it's been absolutely lovely, Jake, and hot balls in this next coming game. Roan will be taking over in the booth.
All right.
So
one Philly
hopefully,
great to another.
yes, hopefully Smitty doesn't stare him down and act like a buffoon.
21-12 in favor of Jeff D'Lo. And that question 4, remember, a 9-point margin of victory. So that will be the 7-10 range, which was the second most popular pick. 32%. Here's another look at game point from Jeff. Help from the tape. He'll take it. 21-12 your final. And we get ready for game 3.
Am I good?
So little musical chairs in our broadcast booth. Welcome, Roan, to the booth.
Yes, thank you so much, Jake. A pleasure to be here.
So here we go. We'll set the stage for you. We're going to play one more game to 21. Smitty won the first, 23-21. And then Jeff came back and forced the game 3 with a 21-12 victory. So here's what's at stake. 2-1, one way or the other. Let's begin.
Yeah, I was watching in the production room, and it almost came to Jeff D. blows, it seemed like. They were going head-to-head with each other. It was a little bit of a Jeff D. low blow.
Too strong from Smitty. And Jeff strikes first in this third and final game. 37% took Smitty 2-1. 28% Jeff 2-1.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Smitty likes to play a psychological brand of table tennis. Has that been holding true so far?
Indeed. So remember, if you're just joining us or if anyone's just watching and joining us, Smitty has had stare downs with Spider. Smitty has purposely said incorrect scores. Smitty has done a lot of things to Jeff, and Jeff almost broke, not in a bad way, but he was like, all right, Smitty, we've got a lot of people working their butts off here. Stop ruining the mojo. And that's what we've seen so far.
Yeah. Jeff has a deep-seated respect for the rules, I believed, and we could just call Smitty Philly special. He is none other than that. That's how we play it in Philadelphia. It's in our blood and it's in our water.
Jeff leads 2-3. Into the net
the
for
ball.
low.
Watch the ball.
And we're even at 3. Talking to the ball a little bit.
Smitty not afraid to use his forehand and backhand from the same vantage point. It shows how nimble his wrists are. You have to wonder how he was working them out.
And once again, for some reason, Roan, he is staring down our official Spider, just ruining the momentum of this match.
Maybe he's creating his own momentum. We'll have to see if that tactic works out.
He's already received 2 warnings so far. One of them for purposely saying the incorrect score. The other for an illegal serve. It was not 6 inches in the air.
What is it, threes?
Yeah, he is creating rivalries that don't exist. As our producer Hank just mentioned in our ear, he is a very Michael Jordan-esque character. He'll create a rivalry out of anything. I wouldn't be surprised to see Smitty pissed off at the turf next round.
5 serving 3. What a winner from Jeff. The cross court hits the back edge of that right corner.
I think Drake said you really have to work those angles, and that's exactly what Jeff D'Lo did. But it seemed like he tried to do it again, and it didn't work out for him.
Tried going for the kill shot. Here's another look at Jeff. Not too happy with the table tennis ball, trailing 4-6 in this third and final game run.
Yeah, have to see this, because anytime that Jeff D. Lowe gets pissed off, you know that there's actually some emotions going on there. He is not a performative angerer, and you see here, as he is so pissed off that the ball's rolling backwards, a Magneto situation going on almost. Really great replay there. Look at that. And he just was a little bit, you could see the frustration in Jeff D. Lowe's face.
Down by 2, make it 1. No help from the tape from Smitty. Can Jeff tie it up here in this sudden death game 3? No, he cannot.
Move.
And Jeff, one of his patented winces. When you see Jeff wincing, you know he's really going through some mental anguish. One of the more distinguishable winces in the office.
Help from the tape from Jeff. Smitty recovers well. Both trading deep shots that nick the edge of the table. That one too strong from Jeff. And his deficit is now 3.
The Prince of the Wince, Jeff Lowe himself, he's angered at himself.
5 serving 8.
You'll see that Smitty, tough. He'll do whatever he can do to get that ball back in an unconventional manner, whether it's chopping at the ball with his paddle or throwing it behind the back. Smitty's sure to muck up the game.
Oh, my God, move.
Jeff telling himself to pick up the footwork as Smitty takes the serve up 9-6. And once again, staring down Spider to slow down the match.
Jake, when you're in that game, do you find it helpful to talk to yourself? I know you're a table tennis connoisseur yourself. Do you find it grounding to talk to yourself as Jeff goes along?
Yeah, I can definitely see where Jeff is coming from, Rowan, because it really depends. I mean, you're in a 3-game just war right now, and Smitty has already made you mad on things aside from the table. He's slowing down the momentum, etc.
Right.
So it all builds up.
Maybe it's a way that he can maintain control of the game while Smitty tries to take control for himself.
No doubt about it. Jeff down by 5. Oh, the unforgiving net.
Kidding me?
Jeff can't believe it, and he's being doubled up.
He had really nice discipline there. He was getting forehand winners, backhand winners, and we'll see a replay where the net just won it for him.
Jeff just speechless. It is 12-6.
From a wince to a scoff now. Jared Scoff, they're calling him. Unbelievable.
Way long from Smitty. 12-7. Jeff just trying to chip away, point by point.
Every point that Smitty scores, he gets a more statuesque vibe, standing taller, like Stonewall Jackson.
Into the net for Smitty. Jeff takes the serve back. Huge back-to-back points. And now, Roan, the ball is on Jeff's paddle for 5 points. Down by 4.
Jeff wearing a pair of Adidas shoes. Smitty in his Under Armours.
Big for the sponsorship.
Hang on, sorry.
Jeff also in an Adidas shirt. Some bird dog shorts that look rather breathable.
8 serving 12. Game 3.
Smitty repping the hooligans.
Oh, no, that's a violation by Jeff D. Lowe.
Unbelievable.
Roan, remember your open hand cannot touch the table midpoint. We will get a look once again. Jeff knew right away he committed the violation.
And let's watch it again. There he was just trying to find an opportune situation, and it was a hell of a shot, but you could see his hand clearly goes weight down on the table.
Not going to show the return?
Not going to show the return. Smitty loves his return, but it is a 13-8 score right now, 1-1.
8 serving 13. Too much from Jeff. He's got a rebound from that violation after dropping a pair of points on his paddle.
You're not getting any credit for how great of a return that was.
Smitty generates all of his power from his wrists.
Lose for you all.
You could see that Smitty isn't really cranking his paddle back and using his full arm to swing. He's really making everything happen from quick, incisive wrist motions.
9-14. 2 more serves for Jeff. He needs them.
Oh, my God.
Way too strong. It's 9-15, and Smitty is 6 points away. Help from the net. Smitty can't answer, but the ball is back on Smitty's paddle with a 5-point edge. It's 15-10.
A pure stroke from Jeff.
Oh, it nicks the edge. Smitty getting every bounce you can think of and extends the lead to 6.
Jeff, sometimes, Jake, sometimes it is more important to be lucky than to be good. Let's watch this one again. And we're off playing. It's right off the edge. And look at the disappointment on Jared Scoff's face. He is just crestfallen.
Tee up that disrespect.
The wind has been taken out of his sails. Smitty, Spider going back and
Tee
forth.
up that disrespect.
Someone might get teed up.
16-10. 17-10. Clock ticking on Jeff D'Lo.
You could almost see Jeff thinking too hard about everything that he's doing. Needs to turn that powerful brain off and let that beautiful body do the work.
Smitty returns a slam. Point still going. It's the point of the match. How will it end? Jeff into the net.
Unbelievable. What a back and forth. They were playing short shots, back shots, long shots, and medium shots, but it wound up being an unforced error for one Mr. Jeffrey D'Lo.
10-18. Or excuse me, 18-10. 2 more serves for Smitty.
I thought that was illegal. He just punched it out of his hand.
We might have to get a replay on this one. What just happened here?
Specifically said you couldn't do
We're going to get another look. There was no call on the floor, so unless this was clearly not 6 inches.
Should have fucking played it, but I mean, like.
That's a legal serve. That's an ace for Smitty. 19-10. I think.
That was the
No, I mean, I should have hit it back.
equivalent of an ephus by
Should have hit it back. It's fine.
But you can't stop playing until that whistle blows.
And it is match point. 10 match points for Smitty. Jeff,
you're an asshole.
Needs a miracle.
Look at this laugh by Smitty. Absolutely diabolical.
Whatever, you beat me. Come on, let's go.
Jeff calling him
Let's
an
go.
ass.
Jeff just called
you
game
said
when it's
it's your
not
serve.
game yet. That's a let.
That's a let.
For unlimited lets. Smitty just daring Jeff to end it with a miss.
Jeff's playing angry, and I like it. If he can put together enough points, but Smitty is cackling like a jackal right now.
He is just toying with him.
The hyena Smitty playing with his food.
12-20. Is Smitty playing with fire here?
Is he playing with his food, or is it the fire?
Remember, it is sucker serve, so that is it. Now Jeff cannot mess this up.
Jeff says, don't call me a sucker. You're going to have to drag me out
Out
of
from
here.
the tape. That was 2 bounces. It's 13-20. Jeff was down 10. Now it's 7. That's the fault.
That's
so
his
remember,
fault. Smitty, relax
That's
as
not
ever.
the paddle to do that.
Smitty with the smirk McGurk on his face.
14-20.
He says, I'll give you a couple more points.
Roan, when will Smitty lock in here? Is he play? How much fire can he play with?
It's like he's got cold feet because he's waiting to get engaged.
Oh, that could have been a live ball. Remember, it did not go over, but anything except the back wall is in play. It's 15-20. Jeff has saved 5 of a potential 10 match points.
Jeff just trying to not
long.
make any
It's
errors.
16-20.
Chipping away. It's Jeff the Chipper Low.
He needs 4 more.
That was the one. That was the one.
And
that
the
was
booth
the
has
one.
finally broken.
Jared Scoff, funny.
Remember, his biggest key was not letting the booth get to his head, and it comes on match point number 7.
And he was so focused. I really hope that that didn't change the composition of this game.
16-20. And that's it. Jeff saves 6 of them, but Smitty in the end a 21-16 victory in 3 sets, and he is your winner.
Yeah, Smitty and Jeff, there's no love lost, and maybe even some hatred gained. It looks like spiders with our loser, Mr. Jared Scoff.
All right, we're going to send it down the stream with Spider, who is with both of our contestants. First, it is Jeff.
Thanks, Jake Roan. I'm here with Jared Scoff, a.k.a. the loser today. Jeff, what happened there?
I mean, I was bad. That's the first thing. Yeah, that's it. I was bad. He muddied up the game. He did the character thing. He didn't whatever. But he beat me, so I don't really care. That's how it is. I sucked.
How much do you hate Smitty for going low like that and playing kind of cheap?
Just being an ass. But if that's what gets him to win, I don't. Look, there's people who may win money off that, so I'm sure they're happy, and I'm happy for them. I was terrible.
And last question.
I mean, he's an ass, but
he's an ass. But I was bad.
You were breathing heavy as fuck this whole match. Are you all right?
That's just out of anger, I think.
Okay.
I hope it doesn't roll over to the broadcast. I gotta be able to understand me.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you in the booth. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, whatever.
And now joined alongside Smitty. Smith, first of all, why the fuck were you looking at me like that? Do you have anything you want to let me know or anything?
No, I'm looking at you because you are the authoritative presence in the arena, and I'm waiting for your approval first
or the
before I may consider.
Color.
All right.
Compliment to you.
And how much of you think you playing cheap and kind of getting in Jeff D's head was responsible for the win? Do you think you could have won without that?
I don't know. Were we both playing on a field of 100 yards, a court where it's 15 feet to the foul line, 10 feet up and down hoop? Looks like we're playing on the same thing out there. As long as everyone had fun, nobody got hurt. That's what it's all
What's
about,
next
fun.
for you?
Who knows, Spider?
Anyone you'd like to call out here today following the win?
Nobody. Nobody. Whoever wants this knows what to expect.
All right, there you have it. I'm going to throw it back up to Roan, who's in the booth now. And, yeah, we will be...
Yeah, an absolute classic, Spider. What we saw there were the undulations of a table tennis game in its most pure form. It's more of an emotional game than a physical game, and everyone is going to have to take their lumps at some times. As Smitty comes over to the booth, gives a little bit of a bump to Jeff D. Lowe, but right now we have a montage that we're about to kick it to so you can enjoy all the flavors of Stool streams and the glory that comes with it. Check this out, guys. Oh, yeah, look at this. This is just Jeff D. Lowe going to work. How does it...
I mean, again, there's the clear frustration on my behalf, which is, oh, my God, I was wincing.
I will tell you, though, yeah,
you,
Jameis Winston over there.
Of winces and scoffs.
Unbelievable, just...
I probably didn't deserve to win solely because I used the annoying paddle. Like, just based on that, I probably shouldn't have won because it's just a horrid paddle to listen to if you're watching, so I apologize to viewers at home. But if I also got them another chance to win, then you're welcome.
Yeah.
Because I was bad. Look at that serve.
Yeah, I mean, that was at the time when you were just trying to put everything together at the very end there. You were trying to just lace everything together and make this beautiful, glorious comeback against Smitty. It didn't work out at the end of the day. What are your emotions coming off a match like that? It has to be kind of devastating because you know that you're a more technically sound player.
You know, you just got to move on, put the beige sweater on. I didn't put the button down on today because it was just too much, and I'm already sweaty. You can tell by my hair. I'm looking a little disheveled.
You're a man who's been at work. You've been grinding out there on the table.
Look, Smitty and I before the match, I hate him when I play. I hate him when I play him in ping.
He's an ass,
I despise
as you
him.
said several times.
But we said we wanted to give an entertaining match. That's what we did. So we move on. We move on to the next match, which, if you want entertainment, Roan, this is entertainment right here. Two of the top, probably three or four, top four. I'm gonna say top four. Hank, Frankie, Hubs, and Jake. There could be someone else I don't know of. Maybe you. Who knows? Maybe. But two of the top four players going to face off, I believe, for the first time on the official Stool streams, but they have squared off before. Always heated, always contested. Two big tennis fans, and nobody moves more than these two. We're going to find out today who moves more around the table tennis ping pong court than the two of these guys right here. And I know you're pumped.
Yeah, the big tennis fiends is what I call them. The two of them, Hubs, I call him the Roger Federer of our office. He looks the part. He has the high tennis socks, the right shoes. He's stretching out. In the meantime,
let's look at some of those Hubs highlights.
Yeah.
You're talking about him stretching right now. You know, Roan, like anyone who maybe is a golf fan, when they watch the Masters, they want to go onto the golf course and perform themselves. U.S. Open happening right now. These guys want to come in here and show off their skills, much similar to the U.S. Open, the pros playing right now.
Yeah, his strokes are absolutely masterful. You're seeing that he is using every type of hit, and he is finding the entire table as his canvas upon which he can paint how active his shoes are. But Jake also has a little bit of Pete Sampras in his game, and he has some power behind that stroke.
Yeah, Hubs is more of a new age player, Roan, which I know you've noted we're going to get here. Less groans and moans. You're going to get that with Jake Marsh. You're going to get groans. You're going to get moans. But there's a little bit of a rivalry here. They're both alums from the same school to Syracuse. It's the Jim Boeheim battle. That's what people are calling it today.
The Jim Boeheim battle. Two guys that cut their teeth at one of the most prestigious journalism schools in the entire country. And who knew that they would wind up settling their differences, not in the Carrier Dome, but here in the Stool Stream Stadium.
Jim Boeheim, famous for winning just one national title. That's all I have on that one. But here we'll take a look at Jake Marsh again. Syracuse is where he hails from. He has been fantastic. Consensus #1 ping pong player in the office, but I know you and I talked before this match. That belt could be moving over today. If Hubs beats him, you could very easily call him the best.
And Hubs is definitely capable to do something like that. As we look at some of his statistics, he might not have the reach of Mr. Jake Marsh, but he has a lot of that quickness and a little bit more veteran experience as he is 2 years older than Jake, which he's been using to the fullest to play some ping pong.
You can see he's happy there. Definitely at some sort of apartment party while in Syracuse. Must have been a grand old time.
It looks like an absolute blast. Maybe a gin bucket. Maybe they were
Imagine if they had High Noon, though.
Oh, they would really be living. High Noon, nothing better than a amalgamation of some fresh, sweet, natural fruit juice mixed with some vodka. None of that malt stuff you find with the other guys.
Now, obviously, no official prediction for you. We're not going to do predictions, but you have to assume that we're going to see a lot of points here today, right? That's one of the final questions here. Total points. Points aplenty is what I think most people would expect, right?
Oh, nobody's getting obliterated in any of these games. I think that we're going to see games that maintain their relevance down to the last points, which if you went with a high number, you're going to be rooting for.
I think this is now the first masked player in here as well. Jake going with the mask. Got a nice plexiglass up here in the booth. That's been a nice idea.
Yeah, we could slip it between us.
Slide that through each other. But yeah, Jake masked up, wearing the Syracuse colors. Is that a try-hard move? Is Hubs kind of going more for the casual look? Is Jake doing a little too much there with the Syracuse polo?
Well, I think that Hubs' look is always informed by what would a tennis player wear, and I think that he really gives a Saturday morning tennis vibe. Meanwhile, Jake does not want you to forget that he is a Big J first, so let him unfog the glasses. Let's begin.
P-I-N-G to figure out who starts off with the first serve.
We got caught up on the end.
That's rare to see it not even get to the letters.
And maybe it's time for him to get a couple.
You can only mess up the P-I-N-G so many times before it moves on over. Good luck.
Yeah, I hope there's not any nerves on Jake's part because he was called out before this match by none other than our producer and fearless leader, Mr. Henry Lockwood. Maybe Lurch would be in the conversation with him, so he's going to need to prove a lot today to see if he can go against one of 4-place finest.
Two active, fun players. Great forehand smash there by Jake. Obviously, Jake, the southpaw, the lefty roan.
Yeah, a lot of power early.
And there's that patented movement as well. He's showing off the skills, the shuffle feet there.
He's walking hard, and he's making Hubs play defense from his heels.
Another great rally. Get used to seeing that as we're going to take a quick peek here, Roan. Pull the curtain here on this one as Jake moving left and right.
Yeah, Jake really gets to sink his hips. You could see he got all the way across but made sure to get to a low base so he could really go from his hips and launch as much power as possible.
I believe you call it like a butter churn type motion for him. He really digs into it.
He might have some Amish in his blood from the way that he's been churning that butter.
2-1 here.
Yeah, he's trying to beat several Mennonite, but it looks like a whiff by Hubs there. Let's watch this replay again. Hubs is pissed off at himself. The Spider has to help him out.
Yeah, here's his patented backhand, forehand, like hybrid smash. Almost always connects, Ron.
Yeah, it's like he's giving somebody a shove. He's just giving a light shove. He's saying, hey, get away from me. He would be a great offensive lineman if his physical profile were different.
Yes.
Jake not playing with that walking boot as he sails it long. He had a walking boot last time he was in here. Took him a game and a half to get going. He has the 3-2 lead here early with Hubs putting one into the net off Jake's first serve of the match.
If we're looking at both of these gentlemen's legs, Jake has bulbous, muscular calves, while Hubs is a little bit more toned on his legs. You can even see some vascularity in his calves, and I think that will really show you a lot about both of their styles.
Jake, big leg workout guy. We've heard that.
Style comes from the stems, he says.
Hubs a noted comeback player. Loves to play from behind here and make his move, lull people into thinking they have some sort of false self-confidence.
You can tell by when he pushes that paddle forward. He's not going to be able to get any topspin on the ball. It's going to be a side spin to either side, and so that's something that Jake can play with and use.
One thing Jake has used before in here, and we've seen this Roan against Hank, is his passive aggressiveness. It's a very passive-aggressive, great shot, or thank you, or I'm sorry. Hank hates it. Will his opponents who aren't Hank hate it, though?
Yeah, Hubs also likes to talk to himself a lot. Hubs is almost a gracious player. He sometimes tells himself that he got lucky when his opponent scores. It's almost a good way to counter the passive aggressiveness.
Yeah, Hubs' biggest rival is himself for sure. Hates himself more than anyone in here when he's losing, but it seems to work. That's why he wins so often.
Yeah, he could definitely He could use listening to some Her, H-E-R, an artist that sings about self-love. Maybe it's time for Hubs to start loving himself. But maybe that would hurt his ping pong game, as we have the keys to the match.
Keys to the match here today, if you want to talk about him, Marone, it's the size for Hubs. You already alluded to Jake's lower body and his power there.
Yeah, he can't overextend that recently injured ankle, and he needs to make sure that his forehands are hitting. Meanwhile, Hubs has to control the size, and he's not going to let us get to him. And I think that he's talking to himself, making sure our dialogue isn't his monologue.
Exactly. You did get to me in the last game. You called me Chip or something. That did rattle me a little bit.
And that wound up being the point that you lost on. I was devastated and, quite frankly, angry at myself.
Yeah, funny is funny, and there's really nothing else you can say about that.
Well, the problem with this booth is that there's no soundproofing this. It's almost like you're playing against each other and us in the booth.
Which makes sense. The ceiling is in play. The TV's in play. So reminder, if you're just joining us, these two, Jake and Hubs, as Hubs gives a point back there, they can hit off the top of the ceiling. They can hit, well, that would be the ceiling. They can hit off the TV screen. And, of course, the booth here, you can hear it. With an 11-6 lead by Jake.
I guess there's always their opportunity to doink one off my forehead if I get too mouthy.
The Roan doink. Haven't seen that one here before.
Yeah, single or double, I would take it. A couple seconds ago, Hubs moved that trash can, and I think it's really working.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Oh, very angry there from Hubs as he loses another point. Going to go down, I believe, 13-2. We're going to have to see Jake with that passive aggressiveness. Does it work on Hubs? It works on Hank sometimes, not all the time. But here's the passive aggressive Jake. Yes, I'm very sorry. Which maybe doesn't work as well behind the mask, Ron.
12-7.
Yeah, well, you can't really see every one of his micro interactions, and that's where the passive aggressiveness lies.
PFT finds it a bit, I think, charming.
Yes.
Doesn't really affect him too much.
8-12.
Yeah, it's a chance for him to play with his poker face. Will that help him or hurt him?
12-8, Jake with the lead. And while he did just give a point back, if you watch Hubs Roan without knowing the score, you would always think no matter what, he is down by at least 10. It's very close still.
Frustration is Hubs' friend. He likes to play with his own frustration, but he will be using his wrist a lot. He'll swing that arm, but a lot of the shots come directly from his wrist, and that leaves a lot of room for error.
Jake Hubs been playing ping pong a very long time, Roan. Jake often on game days will tweet an old blurry picture of himself playing ping pong at some sort of small YMCA-like event.
A totem to ping pong's past.
Take on one of those Polaroid cameras with a little dial that you never actually get developed.
Unbelievable. I couldn't tell if that last shot actually hit the edge of the table, but that was a ton of power from Jake Marsh, and you could see that he's using every inch of his body.
I think you could say he's probably number one, but if the one thing that you don't need to really debate is the power. He has the most powerful shots out of anyone in the office.
Yeah, and at 16-9, it's working for him, it seems like.
Yeah, he's comfortable. He's locked in here.
Seems like
strong second game player, though, as well.
You're right, Hubs. He likes to figure somebody out.
17-9.
And once he gets the pacing of Jake Marsh's powerful play down, I think that's
net.
when he's
going
to be
okay.
okay.
Hit over the net.
There he is talking to himself about the net.
18-9.
Doesn't like the net, but he blames himself.
A lifetime of heckling the Yankees, and he's honed his
18-10.
skills.
Good job by our official Spider down there today, dealing with many different elements.
Spider, a little bit more
19-10.
relaxed match for Spider after not having any confrontations with anybody in the match.
You suck so much
Smitty
at this
almost
game.
wanted a confrontation every time.
Yeah, it's much different. Obviously, Spider was one of the people who had to endure through a tough Jenga last week. It didn't look like Spider, but it was. Jenga will be back later on this week with a 20-10 game point, moment for Jake, and he slams it home. Hubs not able to return it, and it's a 1-0 lead for Jake's over Hubs here after one game. But again, Ron, we know Hubs is a comeback guy. He's a second game type player, but that is nothing but impressive from Jake. And we'll see that final replay of game point.
Yeah, what a point there. Hubs barely could get to it, and as he walked over to his side for the second half of the second game of this match, he says to himself, he is so good. Almost like he can't believe the power that Jake has, and you could tell that Jake is just loving it.
He's loving it. Glasses fogging up. You know when he's smiling, the glasses fog up because his mouth is moving, so he's not able to hide that passive-aggressive smile.
Love.
But this is where Hubs likes to be. He likes to be in that position where maybe he, again, has his opponent feeling like it's over.
Yeah, I mean, Hubs is a joy to watch. He jitterbugs out there, really fast feet like Patrick Beverly playing defense. He gets down into the deepest of stances, so he's almost at eye level with the table. Unbelievable stuff from Hubs.
Fired up there.
you do that after winning 2
He
points.
almost
Like, how does that
pokes at
happen?
it. It's almost like he's
you
just
do
trying
that?
to nick it, like he's trying to catch a fly out of midair. Not like a slow, evolving, loping shot like Jake has.
He wanted a big run there, whiff to make it a
Yeah.
chance for 3-0, but now it's 3-1.
Okay.
So here you go.
Yeah.
Playing right in the narrative.
I mean, just like you're saying, Jeff, if you would just look at Hubs and the way that he talks to himself, you would think that things aren't going well, but he almost doesn't give himself credit when he's up.
No, not at all. Again, the person he hates the most.
3-7-2.
And I remember Kobe was up 2-0 in the finals one year, and they asked Kobe why he wasn't smiling more, and he said the job wasn't done yet. And I guess that's Hub's point of view as Jake claws back into the
But we
game.
know Jake has smiled. Does that mean Jake is counting his chickens as it's 3-3 right now?
Yeah, I'd be curious to know
Come
how
off
many
my
chickens
finger.
Jake thinks that he has. Maybe Spider could get some mid-game, just ask him how many chickens does he have right now. See if he's counted any. Yeah. It looked like Jake might have been doing some
3-7-4.
foot fires before this point started. We'll get it after this one.
No, the control room, best in the business, are going to re-rack that one here as we go 4-4. Let's take a look at it, Roan.
Yeah, look at that. Jake widening his stance, chopping.
Stay active. Active on the ball is Jake, and that's why he's so good.
Yeah, he was really moving his feet, almost a reminder to Hubs to move his feet in kind. But Jake is just keeping choppy and keeping loose.
Again, you can just tell by watching them run.
Yeah.
As Jake's smash misses
3.1
wide
is a miracle.
that these are tennis guys.
Hubs with his patented yeah. Sounded like
Yeah.
Howard Dean.
Yeah, I'm shocked I won a point, but again, you would not know if you didn't see the score that it's 5-5 right now. You would think he's in a much greater hole, but he has a little bit of a control here.
Yeah, there's some control from the hole. That's how he likes to play. Control in the hole.
Oh, he's fucking tripping.
That was a miss right there. He said he tripped, actually, Roan. He tripped on
6-5.
a bit of the Astro turf here.
Yeah, there's been times when I've worn shoes that are even just half a size too. Oh, he got stumbled up right there, and you could see the frustration.
He broke his ankle.
How many times that can happen?
He broke his ankle. Jake giving him the I'm sorry. We got to have another run at that one because Jake gave him the I'm sorry, but Hubs almost on the floor with his ankles breaking during that point.
Yeah, he looked like Antonio Daniels getting crossed over by Allen Iverson, but it was a self-inflicted wound right there. He ran into the faux brick, and Jake capitulates.
He apologizes
Kobe
for
and
almost
Antonio
every
Daniels
point.
in one game.
Almost every point Jake
7-5.
apologizes for.
Yeah, he is a very sorry guy.
8-5.
That one got me as well, right? A real sorry competitor, this Jake Marsh.
He truly is, as Hub finds every piece of the table useful. Glancing off, talks to himself on the
8-6.
wall. Romantic.
8-6, he's still in it despite his frustration, despite his anger. Wide open table there, not able to convert. The save is Jake, and that's another point for Hubs as it switches back over.
Like you said, Jeff, Hubs doesn't use a forehand or a backhand. Almost everyone is an overhand, like he's patting a dog on the head. Really interesting play from him, but it looks like it's working. Unconventional.
It's a bit of a punch push, and now he has the serve down 7-8, trying to stave off elimination and force a game 3 here. Anyone looking for that 2-1 is hoping for it as well, but the Jake sweepers are loving the 9-7 lead early here.
Yeah, Jake's fan group, the Sweepers, are always out and about on a Stool Streams day, and they have to be reveling in the fact that Jake is now up 10-7, trying to make easy work of a really good player in Hubs.
Two of the best players, two of the top 4 players in the office, 10-7 here.
Hubs is not going to go quietly at all. He's trying to make this an offensive match, trying to make Jake play from his heels, and he'll do his best to do everything he can to use the advantages he has.
Again, this is where he likes to play, though. He likes to play a couple behind. It got a little too much in the first game, and another. We'll use the word. We need a synonym for passive-aggressive, but we'll use it one more time, Roan. Another passive-aggressive, as he gains the point to make it 10-9.
Well, yeah, the Hubs had, it almost sounded like a Travis Scott ad-lib. His was really interesting.
Finally get the net.
Incredible point
Jesus
there.
Christ.
Hubs loving it. He finally got a little bit of net luck. No emotion whatsoever from Jake. He went side to side, wall to booth on that point. Incredible win. It's 10-10.
Yeah, Hubs finds a way to get back in there.
Good shot.
And Jake is almost amused, almost like a snake about to eat a young toddler child. He's just having a good time watching his presumptive prey writhe.
He's much like a friend of PMT, Brooks Koepka. Very little emotion.
Yeah.
He's a stud.
He comes in, he
12-11.
cleans up, he wins, but you're not going to see much, especially behind a mask today. You're really not going to see anything.
Yeah, especially with the fog as well. It's almost like he has a protective visor, like a young Chris Moneymaker.
We have an incredible one developing here. It's 12-12. This is what everyone who tuned in expected.
Come
Jake
on!
just misses long. Hubs has
Wake
that
up.
lead after the first 25 points of game 2, Roan.
Yeah, Hub says, fuck 12. I want 13 points as he takes over and is serving again.
13-12.
Eyeing 14 points here, a possible 2-point lead. I believe the first is the beginning of the match. He's got it. 14-12 now. Down a
Hubs
game.
is absolutely possessed right now. You could tell he's playing with smoldering fury.
Jake with the spiked up front of his hair, a la West Virginia's Mike Gansey, old college basketball player. And now it's 15-12. The advantage starting to grow a bit here as Hub looks to tie it up at 1 game apiece.
Yeah, Jake settles into his match.
Oh,
What a
over the
Gansey
net.
pull by you. Unbelievable pull. And that's why you're one of the best in the business up in the Stool Streams booth, Mr. Jeff Lowe.
And like an angry pit snoggle, there's another one for you, is Hubs right now. As he gives one back, we still have 15-13.
Yeah, Hubs looks like he's about to beeline for a win if he can stay on top of it. I don't know if he'll be able to, though. He's frustrated right there with that long, unforced error.
Might be out of West Virginia basketball references from 2006, but it is 15-14. Hub's lead has evaporated just a little bit, but he still has his 1-point advantage. One more serve of this set here.
No.
And there's that hybrid shot, but into the net, and Jake again.
Just threw my arm out.
Cool, collected, 30 points in, 15-15.
Jake pushes his shoulder blades back towards one another, loosens his knees up, and gets into another serve.
These two are electric to watch. The first groan of the match. We haven't heard much from Jake, and we need to see that again because Hubs almost had a miraculous shot, but Jake overpowering him to take the lead back after being down by 3.
Hubs with almost a Tommy Smokes like orgasmic burst that he had
16-15.
there. You could see there's a lot of passion in his game.
He almost achieved Tommy, something that
wanted
many
me to
people
do
try
that.
but can't do. It's 17-15. It's starting to slip away now.
17-15.
Big run by Jake Marsh.
Over the net.
18-15.
Yeah, as great as Hubs has been playing, Jake
18-15.
Marsh is just an unstoppable force out there. He just keeps on coming.
Remember that show Turning Point? I
Of
forget what it
course.
was. I don't know if I could even find the turning point here because
18-16.
all of a sudden, 18-16, he does give one back, but Jake has found something and is locked in.
Yeah.
You're so stupid. Hit it
And
over the
Hubs
net.
is just merciless on himself. He just won't give himself a break there. Jake is fired up.
A little bit of a clap. That's the most you're going to ever see out of Jake. A clap of the paddle. Up 19-16. Hubs in the danger zone of being swept here. And now he is. 20-16. 4 match and game points. I should really flip that. Game match point. Anyone looking for that Jake Marsh sweep is going to be pumped.
Hubs really needs to focus.
Off the table, he has sucker serve.
He has sucker serve. That's all right. He will be
I
able
didn't
to
care
come
for
back
how
from that.
hard you were going to hit that. I didn't like that at
He
all.
didn't like that at all.
Like trying to add a little humor to it like I did when I lost the last one. That's long.
Yeah, so if he can lull Jake into a false sense of humor or overconfidence, maybe that's Hub's best move right now.
I have seen Hubs come back from this position many a times in Stool Stream Stadium. That is long. It doesn't matter. Jake Marsh, the #1 player in the office, continues his reign with a sweep of Hubs here. No walking boot this time to get in his way. He found himself down a little bit in the second game, but it does not matter. We go down the stream to Spider, our ref sideline reporter combo Roan, with the winner, Jake Marsh.
Jake, now the undisputed GOAT in ping pong, as well as some would say the GOAT in the booth as well. What does this win mean to you today against the Syracuse rival?
Oh no, Hubs is a great competitor, and I'm excited to be able to battle him, but he gave me a good run for my money. I'm just excited that I'm mostly healed, and it felt good to have the left side of my ankle back.
You say mostly. What percent would you say you're at, and when can we expect you to be 100%?
I'd say 85 to 90%. I think the next ping pong broadcast, I'll be all systems go.
And the next ping pong broadcast, which you're not broadcasting and playing, who would you like to be playing against? Any opponents you want to call out here today?
I'm not going to call out anyone single-handedly, but anyone who would like to face me, I'm open. I'm down to play anyone. Also, happy birthday to my brother Drew. Big shout out.
Happy birthday. No free ads. No free ads. And Hubs, you want to come?
I know what Hank's saying in their ear right now. He's not happy, but I had to do it.
All right, Hubs, now joined alongside
Spider.
you. How did it go? Walk me through that.
Didn't go well. I have a wrist injury, which I played through. It's not an excuse. I actually played better, didn't feel it during it, but I fell asleep on my wrist the other day and almost broke it.
And I have the Yankees trade deadline on my mind, and I can't focus. But I played better than I thought. He's a motherfucker. He's the best one in this. He's never going to lose, ever. The only chance was Hank playing him when he had 1 foot, but now he's got 2 feet.
It looked like you had some life there late in the match.
Yeah.
Did you think you could possibly steal a game from him there?
Yeah, and that's when it all slipped away. The moment I gained belief is when it all just vanished. That's usually what happens.
All right, so underdog Hubs, it remains back up to Jeff and Roan in the booth.
Thank you to Spider, the best in the business at both being a ref and a sideline commentator. Before we get into what's going to be happening next on Stool Streams, some final words about this 2-0 sweep run.
Yeah, I mean, Jake, our pal, was a little bit injured, and he doesn't play for Sacramento, but Buddy healed, and he is back out there and swinging. Unbelievable stuff from him. Hubs is a formidable contender out there, and you could tell that he was all over the place, but he wasn't able to come home with a win. He'll get a win against most people, but not against Jake Marsh.
Let's take a look at some other matchups that we're going to be getting down the road here on Stool Streams. We have Jenga on Wednesday. I know you're playing, Roan. We have the units, Glenny and Big Ev, going up against Brandon and Nate, who are 1-0, but a little bit of controversy because they won on an infraction. Then we have $20 Chef and Vibs against Rhea and Trent, a formidable team there. Tommy, Smokes, and Liz. Finally, and the last one, we have KB. It's you and Liz. Then it's KB and Tommy Smokes in the final one, which I can only imagine Tommy once again pumped to be playing with some tricksters.
Yeah, no, I had requested Liz as a partner. She and I had practiced Jenga many times before, and we know that we are going to be a formidable duo, and anybody that wants to get in on that, well, they should be downloading the app and making sure that they can participate on Wednesday right here on Stool Streams. The Play Barstool app, download it right now.
All these are fantastic. Jenga, we know, is pure electricity, start to finish. Very heated last week. Will it get heated again? Doesn't matter for you because guess what? You can win no matter how heated it gets. Play Barstool app. Make sure to submit your picks now. Actually, go to YouTube first. Watch some game footage. A lot of these players have played Jenga before. Go to the Stool Streams YouTube channel. Watch some old matches. Soak them in. Maybe pick up some little factoids about
maybe
the players.
A couple bits of terminology. We'll see if anyone's Nuremberg nudging here on Wednesday.
Quite possibly against you because you are playing KB.
That's right.
Cannot wait for Wednesday. Jake Marsh will be back on the call. Be with Jake. But first, we do have to get, before we go, to the winners of today's Stool Stream. We had 3 of them. $166.67. We have Nate Stu, DJW004, and Leroy Jenkins. Classic little meme reference there. You'll love to see that. And then Bake Show 3 went 0 for 6. $50 Barstool gift. I hope it's the Baker Mayfield thing. Shout out to you.
Yeah, of course. Anything for those lovely Cleveland Browns.
3 Stool Stream winners, winning money, didn't put any into it. That's the beauty of the Play Barstool app. Don't miss out on Wednesday. Jenga will be back. Everyone loves Jenga. It's going to be a crazy affair. Thank you so much, Roan, for Jake Marsh, for Hubs, for Smitty, for PFT, for Mush, for Kate, for Spider, for everyone in the control room in the booth. They're the best in the business. Well, we will be back on Wednesday for another edition of Stool Streams Jenga. Thanks for watching.